Hello and welcome to the World Gymnastics Championships here in Tokyo. Takashi! Over the past 5 days we've started to realise that life for us here is a little bit trickier. Metropolitan Gymnastics Centre in the thigh. I want to try and get to Shibuya. Yeah. Excuse me. Hello? Shibuya? Which one?
Shinjuku.
The circle?
Shinjuku Circle.
How does this work? Right, well I'm looking for the exit and I've now arrived at another platform. Akihababa? Akihababa? Down. Oops, is that me? Let's try this one. Yes, through. I don't know what I fancy, but this is going to be potluck. Great. Clear as mud. Sorry, coming through. Olympic bronze medalist Lewis Smith has the hardest pommel horse routine in the world. Arigato gozaimasu. He already has a bronze and a silver at world level, but the only way that he can go for gold is to make his life even more difficult with a harder routine. Cheers. You don't have a spoon, do you? Don't worry about it.
Great Britain's Lewis Smith.
This is so under control. Lovely confidence. Keep the rhythm, Lewis. This is fabulous. Bloody superb!
Well, Lewis's chance for a medal will be coming up very shortly, but first, qualification here wasn't just about individuals making finals. It was also the first opportunity for both the men's and the women's team to make that top 8 and qualify for London 2012. It was a case of ladies first for Hannah Whelan, Danusha Francis, Jennifer Pinchers, Imogen Cairns, Becky Downey and Beth Tweddle, all performing in the same arena as the gymnasts of the 1964 Olympics. There were no big mistakes, but the strain of qualifying for a home games was obvious. It was a nervous wait as they watched the scoreboard, hoping for at least a number 8 next to the letters GBR.
Until we had it sort of on the scoreboard confirmed, none of us wanted to take it for granted.
I don't think any of us have felt that in our lives. It was horrible.
Job done, resulting in an all-round final for Hannah, a floor final for Beth and a place for 6 at the O2 next summer. So, as the women relaxed, it was the much-fancied men's team to flex their muscles on the podium. A great start by the team was unravelled by a shocking high bar rotation. It was a tense and edgy struggle for the men from there on. An imperious, nerveless pommel routine from Lewis Smith saw him into today's individual final and kept the men's hopes alive. They ended up in 10th place overall. There's been no panic from the British team. They have a second chance to qualify through the test event in January. And it was a very mature and focused Dan Purvis and Lewis Smith who talked me through what happens next.
I think everyone was looking forward to a bit of a rest, you know, putting on a bit of weight, Christmas pudding and that. But I think it'll be pretty hard going now. But, you know, I mean, it could be a blessing in disguise. You know.
We should qualify. You know, I don't want to say we are because anything can happen in gymnastics. You know, but we've got the strongest team we've ever had. You know, the boys are good. So it's all about going to that test event in January, sacrificing our Christmas puddings, like Perry said, and you know, just proving to everyone that we can do it and we are there and we do want to qualify full team to the Olympics.
Well, huge congratulations to our British girls, but one thing the lads didn't expect was to need a second shot at qualification for our Summer Games. But to be honest with you, that really has been the flavour of this year's World Championships. We've come to expect the unexpected.
Their confidence is almost frightening. What a cracking vault. It was way up in the rafters. That was terrific.
Great Britain are fit.
She is the best we've ever seen. Powerful gymnastics.
The USA are women's team champions.
An absolute thriller, this.
Oh, yes, he says. He enjoyed it as much as me. Uchimura, the finest all-around gymnast that there's ever been.
Unbelievable. Oh! He is human after all.
The world team champions, China. What a final this has been. Hannah Whelan's in ninth.
Big challenge.
Let's see what Victoria Komova can do.
Great start. Pulls hard and the slight buckle on the double pike.
She'll be out to beat that score. She's really fought back well.
Weaver. She's won it. Komova can't believe it. Women's all-around champion. It's Jordan Weaver. Absolutely unbelievable.
That was a great performance from Dan.
Just like that. Well done, Philip Boy. And look at that.
Absolute superstar.
Yes, fantastic.
Well, Dan and Hannah are here to reflect on what has been a brilliant few days. Now, it seems, first of all, that Dan is the man in Japan. I had to fight my way through Japanese girls to get to you.
I know, it's a shame it doesn't happen in England, to be honest. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think I might stay out here another week.
Well, fourth place, I mean, it's such a difficult position to come in. So last night, were you celebrating or were you slightly commiserating?
Yeah, celebrating, you know.
Really good lad.
I went out with the teammates and that, you know, got a big McDonald's. You know,
Hang on, that's how you celebrated? You had a McDonald's?
definitely, yeah. So,
Did you go large?
Yeah, I went large.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, reflect on it, you know, I'm really happy and, you know, it's a positive outcome for next year.
Yeah, and you're feeling good this morning, obviously you've got up and you must feel on top of the world.
I felt good, yeah, but a bit sore. Back is killing me.
Is it? Right. But it was all worth it. Yeah. And Hannah, of course, you had a fantastic performance in the all-round ninth. I was chatting to Beth, she said you were sort of aiming for top 12, so did you surpass your expectations?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't really have much pressure going into it, and I just went out there to try and enjoy my competition and just do all the 4 pieces as well as I could.
And was it easy for you to retain your composure? Because your mum was a wreck.
Yeah, she was. A bit embarrassing. Yeah, no, I was happy in myself.
Now, 5th in the team final as well was absolutely enormous. I mean, can you replicate that, do you think, at the Olympics? Or did it just all happen for you here at the World Championships?
I mean, we've worked so hard and we deserve to come 5th on Tuesday, so, you know, we're going to go back, work just as hard, and hopefully we'll do just as well or even better at the Olympics this year.
Yeah, well, it's been a super performance so far from the whole of the Great Britain team. There's more action to come. We've got the men's floor, we've got the women's vault. Lewis is going to be up on the pommel horse. There's no Beth on bars, and the strong men will be hanging the rings, but we're going to start off with the men's floor. Kohai Uchimura, floor world champion. Zukiai from China settles for silver. That's the 2nd silver at world level in his career on floor. Diego Hippolito ties with Shatilov for bronze. On we go then to the women's vault final, and in the absence of the top 2 from last year, Alicia Sacramone and Alia Mustafina, this could really be anyone's. Now there's one woman in here who was winning medals at World Championship level before any of the other competitors in this vault final were even born. Oksana Shizovitana. Confirmation, the women's vault final. Michaela Maroney from the USA takes gold from Shizovitana. I'd love to tell you how many world medals she's won, but I'm sure she's lost count. And Fan from Vietnam, what a performance from her. She takes bronze. Well, the question remains, how many more years will Shizovitana be vaulting herself up on top of the medal podium? A super victory from Michaela Maroney. Now then, our attentions turn to the pommel horse at the far end of this arena. And Great Britain's Lewis Smith is feeling in a pretty confident mood. Well, Lewis, here we are again at another world final. No surprise that you qualify these days. How different does it feel, here we are today, thinking back to, 2007 when you first qualified?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot harder to qualify this year. So much has gone on since 2007. The difficulty of gymnastics, everyone's routines are improved, the element of risk is higher, and overall there's a lot more expectation on us. I kept a level head and I did my routine clean, and I'm just happy I can say that I'm in the final.
I mean, you qualify with the second highest score, with the hardest routine, but you can go harder.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. I mean, I really want to do my hardest routine in training, in the competition, but my coach isn't too sure.
How do you? Yeah, I mean,
it's
that level. It's incredible.
I mean, there's 3 guys in this final that are kind of in front of everybody else. And there's me, Christian Berkey, and Christian. Everyone else is a little bit behind. And my coach says to me, look, if you do a normal routine, your easy routine, you're guaranteed a medal. But I'm not looking at it like that. I mean, I've already got a bronze, I've already got a silver. That's what happens when you just do an alright routine. I'm looking at 2012, what I need to do at 2012 to push for a gold medal. And it is to do my hardest routine, and I think there's no better time to do it than a World Championship final a couple of months before Olympic Games. And I'd love to go into that competition and do my hardest routine. Whether I fall off or it's a learning curve, whether I win, it'll be a learning curve. But I mean, who knows? It's exciting. I mean, I don't know. Can you help me out?
Well, I mean, this is the thing, because we're looking at the scoring. You've got your difficulty side of it, and you've got your execution. And if you can't beat them on execution, then the only way you can beat them is through difficulty, is it not?
But that's the tricky bit. That's where more risk is involved, more room for error. So,
at what point will you know? Will you get up there? Because I mean, you are renowned a little bit for getting up on the pommel horse, and if it's going well, you'll think, yeah,
I'll know probably 15 minutes before I go out and compete.
Okay.
I mean, I said to my coach today, and we've had a little discussion, and he said we'll practice your hard routine. Every day up until the competition.
Just to see how it's feeling.
And if it's not going right, then you can always go back to the easier one. But
it's an interesting problem to have.
I know.
If you know yourself back home, you've got a bronze, you've got a silver.
You know, I've been dedicated. You know, I've sacrificed a lot of time since July, and I've been practicing this routine like mad. I had a lot of distractions back home, trying to focus on what I need to do. So it justify everything, being able to come here, do my hard routine, and it'll be a massive confidence boost as well.
Yeah. Well, it's a tricky one. I tell you what, I think I'd go with 4. I'd work hard on your routines up until 15 minutes before, and then make the decision. And then just hit it with confidence, as you always do.
It's hard, it's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky, it's hard. Gymnastics, eh?
Gotta love it.
Oh.
Well, Lewis's opportunity for a medal is seconds away. Have you seen Lewis this morning, Dan?
Yeah, he looked good, he looked positive, so yeah, it's hopefully a big result.
And how is he feeling from a difficulty perspective? Because that's what we're talking about, isn't it? How difficult is he going to make his routine?
I'm not sure, you know, he's second up, so I mean, if he does hit it, you know, it's going to be a great line.
Yeah. And Mitch, we won't be sitting down to commentate on this one, will we?
No, it's impossible. So exciting. He's very, very calm, isn't he? And with Lewis, he knows what he has to do.
Yeah.
The rumour is 7-1 or 7-2. Eddie Van, the coach of the camp, says it's going to be 7-1.
Yeah.
Lewis has said 7-2. But you can bet he's going to go for it. I'd love to see a 7+.
Well, Berkey stands in his way of a gold medal. We're going to find out very shortly what his decision is.
Lewis would have been very, very close to Berkey, if not a 100th or 2 in front.
The Great Britain's Lewis Smith made absolutely the right decision. He wanted to try that routine in front of the crowd. You've got to know how it feels, and I mean, all eyes were on him, let me tell you. But what a brilliant, brilliant performance from him. Christian Berkey, again, his men's pommel horse world champion. Cyril Tomlinson takes the silver, and Lewis Smith gets yet another bronze medal at the World Championships.
Well, Lewis, you could go for broke, you could lose it just at the end, and you could still come away with a world medal. How does that feel?
Unbelievable. I mean, it hasn't quite sunken in yet because it's quite anxious having to wait for everyone else to go. But you know, I didn't really set out in this final to try and win the gold. I really wanted to prove to myself I could do this routine and use it kind of as a stepping stone for 2012. And yeah, it's a bit shaky at the end, but to come away with the bronze medal, you know, obviously the hard work's paid off, and you know, I'm really happy.
Well, Mitch, as predicted, Lewis Smith, he didn't hold back.
A real nail-biter, wasn't it? And they showed great courage. right to the last adjustment of the hand and the pirouette on the dismount, he parts company. I thought he did a wonderful job.
Yeah. And really, it was a moment that we didn't expect. We thought, as you said, he's got through. That's it, surely.
Yeah, I was nervous when he's going to put the extra Russian in, the straight body swing on one handle. He got through that, survived all the way to the last hand placement. But what a great decision, and what promise of things to come.
Yeah, well, that is the outcome of the Pommel Horse final. We're now moving on to the A-Bars final, and there is no Beth Tweddle. She had a bit of a nightmare in qualification and didn't make that top 8. But earlier on, I caught up with Christine, who talked us through her routine that no doubt would have challenged for a medal.
The thing that makes this bar routine so special is the way she links the difficult moves together. Every skill has a tariff. The most difficult, a G, the easiest, an A. This is a D. Straight in to an F element. She gets a bonus for doing them. Straight into another E element. Now just a little bit of a breather. Just a C, up into another D, and another D element, and another one. So she's absolutely packed it all together. All she does now is a little easy turn into a big D dismount without a step.
If she did that routine in the final and she'd qualified, how do you think she would have got on?
Oh, I think she would have won with that routine. It's worth 7.1, which is almost half a mark more than any other gymnast in the final.
Well, thanks, Christine. Now, somebody who already has a gold medal hanging around her neck from the all-around is a rising star from America, and she's going to be looking to add to her medal tally in the A-Bars final. It's Jordan Weaver.
Oh my gosh, I love Justin Bieber, so, you know, I hope to meet him someday.
You've never met him then, so we can't start writing about Weaver Bieber fever just yet.
No, not yet, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely smiling now. There she is. She finishes 0.5 behind her teammate, Victoria Komova. Maybe tears of joy from Komova today. Massive disappointment in the all-around to get that silver medal, but for her it's all about gold. So it's Russia 1 and 2. Komova gets gold at last at the World Championships. Nabieva, she bags a silver. Wang Guishang pushes Jordan Weaver outside of the medals. On the rings, one gymnast reigns supreme. Chen Yibing, a 3-time individual world champion. His power, strength and precision make him the man to beat. What a consistent world champion Chen Yibing is. No one is going to take that title for a while. Navarrete Zanetti from Brazil, wonderful silver medal for him. And Yamamuro gets another bronze to match that of his all-round final. Well, let's sit back, relax and enjoy Lewis Smith's medal ceremony. Well, Lewis went all out for difficulty and it paid off. I mean, the fact that he came off the horse at the end, had effectively a fall, and to come away from the World Championships with a bronze medal just goes to show what a great Briton he is. Thomason takes silver. But Christian Berkey, once again, is world champion. But I'm not sure how long he'll be looking down on Lewis Smith for. And I think he feels the same.
Mild-mannered gymnast, always very respectful, sociable, very approachable.
And sadly, as it stands at the moment, Berkey hasn't qualified for the Olympics. there's this very odd rule that you not only have to win gold, but you also have to get 85% of the qualification score on 2 other pieces of apparatus.
Yeah, 85% of the average qualification score on the other 2 apparatus that you select, and he made a real mess of his high bar. So, as if things stand, unless he gets a wild card from the FIG, he won't be going to the Olympic Games, but I'm sure he'll get there on the wild card.
Well, Lewis, you went for it. You absolutely went for it, and you hit it with confidence.
Well, I had to. I was very confident going in, kind of tricking myself. You know, I couldn't have any doubt with that routine. Yeah, no, you know, I did the routine. I did the hard part.
Yeah.
And unfortunately slipped on the easy part. But
did that shock you then? Did you know you obviously didn't expect that?
Do you know, I'm not sure what it was. I mean, I don't know if I did too much warm-up backstage because it's a massive routine.
Yeah.
I don't know if I relaxed because I've done the harder part. You know, I really don't know. But I think it would have been a bit tricky if I had aced this routine and got gold, and you know, going into London with you know, a gold medal. But at the end of the day, I did the routine at a World Championship final. It's the first time I've ever done it.
Yeah. And you were saying, you know, it means so much to you from an experience point of view to be able to perform that kind of difficulty in front of this arena. And I mean, the fact is, there was just you up there. No other gymnasts were in there. You must have felt just indescribable.
I mean, I had to use this as a training session for an Olympic Games.
Yeah.
I had to. I mean, it had to be a dress rehearsal. I mean, there's not going to be a competition like this, of this kind of magnitude, till Olympics. You know, and if that's the routine I want to do, this is a perfect opportunity to do it.
And you got a bronze, and you effectively kind of fell, or you were marked as if it was a fall. So what does that bronze medal mean in comparison to the other bronze that you got when you got that with a fall?
Mad. I mean, you just kind of think, you know, what if I had done a clean routine, you know? And all I can do is go back into the gym and train.
Yeah.
All I can do is work out what went wrong, you know, perfect it, and see what I can produce in London. I mean, that's all I can do.
Yeah.
You know, I did the best I can today. Got a bronze medal.
Has Berkey spoken to you since?
Yeah, I mean, we were chatting backstage and stuff. And
could he believe his eyes?
He was mad. I mean, he congratulated me and he said, you know, massive routine, like, you know, wow. But you know, he did fantastic to do his routine under pressure. He's a cool guy and he's a nice guy as well. So.
Well, Lewis, honestly, man, you just did incredible. You did yourself so proud. Now, there's a lot more sport to come for you on the BBC.
At 10:20, it's Match of the Day on BBC One, followed immediately by the Football League show at 11:45. There's plenty for motorsport fans too, especially if you like getting up early. At 5:45 on BBC Two, see coverage of the MotoGP from Australia. And 15 minutes after that, on BBC One, the Korean Formula One Grand Prix starts.
And there's one more day of gymnastics here in Tokyo left. Beth Tweddle may not have made the bars final, but she is a gymnast that likes to spread her talents. And tomorrow, she'll be going in the floor final. Highlights of Beth's final can be seen on BBC Two from 4 o'clock, and if you'd like to join us live, coverage is on the red button and online from 10 to 6 in the morning. So Lewis, what do you think Beth's chances are tomorrow in this floor final?
I think Beth's got a really good chance. You know, one of the best qualities is, you know, she can perform under pressure. We know that. You know, she's got heaps of World Championship medals.
Well, it seems to be a common trait, this, performing under pressure in the Great British Camp.
Well, we're working on it, but you know, I do wish Beth all the best, and I don't see no reason why she can't get a medal. I mean, she's a fantastic girl as well, so I think karma's on her side.
Indeed. Well, we will all find out tomorrow. Just a quick note: how are you going to celebrate tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I think it'll be a quiet one because Beth's still going. So.
Yeah, okay. You're definitely not going to go and train, though. That's for sure.
That's true. That's true. I think I've earned a lion.
Yeah. From me and Lewis here in Tokyo, it's goodbye.